All right, we have a Cardano live news update. Lots of things happening in the Cardano ecosystem. It's incredible how much happens every single week, and I literally do one news update and then I've got a massive list of news updates again. So this is a brand new update list for you guys. Let me just sort out this audio issue here. I've got so many topics here. I've organized this in a particular way so that you guys can benefit from it. I'll put in the chapter links and everything below. So if you're watching this on replay, please look at the chapter links down below and pick out what you're interested in and dig into those particular updates, because that's the best way to consume this. This is also a live. It's a very different time that I normally do these things. I do have to log in and start working for Blue Shift really soon. So please give me that thumbs up on the way in so we can get this live stream up and running and underway. Thank you, Megatron, for joining in on the live chat there. Good morning to you. Good evening for me. All right, let's have a look here. Let me get rid of this live stream thing in the background. And I think we are ready to go. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. All right, let's bring up these news updates here. Like I said, if you're joining in on the live chat, please leave a comment and say hi. Tell me where you're from as well. It's always good to know where my audience is. All right, this first news update, the Indigo Post-Mortem breach. So over the weekend, we had the Indigo Discord server get hacked. So what happened was, I'll break it down for you guys. But essentially, one of the users, one of the mod admins, Decimalist, unfortunately, fell for a phishing scam, essentially a phishing scam, and he jumped into what he thought was going to be an interview request with I think it was an interview request or someone he met in real life. And he essentially went through the Discord server and went through and did an authentication and verification on their server. And it looked all legit, but it was actually a way for them to hijack and steal the session cookie for his Discord access. And once you steal that session cookie, you can take over Discord server and do all sorts of things with it. But I'll just load up this quick little video here from Curbson Security, which shows you exactly how it works. So that way, if you guys are ever in this kind of situation and you see this, you know what's happening here. Okay, so let me just play this video here. It's really important to see. So this is the verification. Get invited. You go, yep, okay, seems okay. You get sent over to this other website, Dynabot. You drag that, or you think you're dragging to verify, but it adds it to the bookmark there, and that click takes you to the server. And you essentially got your session hijacked at that point. So that's it. It's really quick. Now, with the session hijacks, it means that as long as the user is logged in, as long as you're logged into the browser here, so if I'm logged into Discord on the browser, that means they will be able to mimic that session and gain access to your Discord server. So if I log out of my browser at that point in time, the session will also end on their end and they won't be able to access it anymore. So one recommendation I would add to all this is to clear out your cookies and sessions when you close your browser. It's a security setting that you can have in Chrome or Brave or any browser, that when you close your browser, it will delete all your cookies and all your sessions in that go. It's really inconvenient because then you have to log into all of those accounts again. So if you're logged into Twitter or your Gmail, whatever it is, you have to log in each and every time. And that's something I actually do. So that way it clears all my sessions and I don't need to worry as much about those session hijackings. But it's really important to be aware of this so that it doesn't happen to you. The other really cool thing that the Indigo team had was God mode. And this was a server called account. So this was an admin account that was on their server that never was used or accessed for any of this stuff. They'll set it up once, set up the server, give rights to a mod, and then that mod can do everything they need to do. But this server admin account is always able to get back into the server, delete everyone else's access if they wanted to, and then restore everything from scratch. So that is a really good thing that the team had set up, and I highly recommend that anyone else that is managing a Discord server to set up a server admin that's cold. Never is used, never is logged onto the browser or anything like that. Always that massive backup that they have there. So really good that the Indigo team could recover from this. Just have to stress that the protocol itself remained completely untouched. So it was only the Discord server, the community access point there on Discord, that was affected. Now the scam itself took users off to a cloned version of the Indigo website and then used Wallet Connect. And an EVM-based wallet, so you would have that login appear, and you'll connect your MetaMask wallet. Fortunately, for a lot of people in the Cardano ecosystem, when they see that, they go, what's going on here? It doesn't really make sense. We're a Cardano community. Why are we being presented with EVM-based wallets? It doesn't make sense. And I really hope no one got scammed out of that. So fingers crossed everything was okay and minimal damage. But really good lessons learned here. This has been going on for a while. Multiple different other servers within the Cardano community have been compromised in a very similar way. So please be careful of this. All right, next news item. World Mobile. Wow, okay. They're absolutely killing it. This is a massive milestone for the team to finally launch an Aerostat. And I really thought this was going to be in the US because they're steamrolling. They did the testing out there. They've got the massive amount of rollouts, the eSIMs and all sorts of things. But having this one here launch in, was it Mozambique? Is a massive milestone for them. I know I read in another post that they were trying to launch in Zanzibar, but they couldn't get the permission to do so. So launch next door, launch in the next country where you can, and have this mobile connectivity via an Aerostat. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, I can't fault the team. They're really kicking their goals and making things happen and connecting the unconnected. Absolutely brilliant. If you're a World Mobile fan, please leave a comment in the live chat. Would love to see some love for the World Mobile team. Just quickly, hey Megatron from New Jersey, good to see you here, and good morning from Nebraska from Mark Frizz Hansen. Nice to see you there too. And Phil Lewis, good to see you on the live stream too. This next one here, now I did a video overview of Cerra, and they're a derivatives trading platform where you can do some really advanced trading within the Cardano ecosystem. Now they have launched their public testnet. And there's a lot of test nets launching at the moment for various different projects, but they've only launched the borrowing and lending, the peer-to-peer borrowing and lending at the moment. And it's essentially a clone of the open source stuff, or it looks like an open source clone of LendFi or Aida Finance. So I don't know how much they're going to build and develop their own code. Is it their own code? Is this a new thing? Is it optimized? We'll see. They're going to open source their stuff from what I read somewhere on one of their tweets. But be interesting to watch this one. Sure, it's always good to have more borrowing and lending protocols, more DeFi options out there. But we'll see if it's something new and innovative, or if they're just riding the wave and borrowing some code from other projects and then attracting new liquidity into the ecosystem. They do have some other interesting things there, but check out my video that I did with about the Cerra platform. You can see some of the new and interesting features that they put together. So maybe we'll see. We'll sit and sit. I'll be seeing this one out for a little while and seeing what they build and develop over the next 6 months. And maybe I'll jump in then to see how things are going. But yeah, another good and interesting project. Oh, the other downside with this one is the team isn't transparent. I have absolutely no idea who's behind it. So, that always puts me off on a lot of projects. I know a lot of people in the Web3 space. I know MusliSwap, for example, launched their platform and products and everything without announcing who they were. But eventually, as the platform grew and had traction, and yeah, it was DEX, it was first DEX on Cardano, they finally revealed who they were and the team and everything else behind it. So maybe in time we'll see something like that as well. But Cerra, check it out. Please do your own research before jumping in any tokens. And this is another token that's launching, Optim Finance. Now, Optim Finance, they did the bonds. They did the, oh my God, that Catalyst voting bond. That was really interesting. And then these ISPO bonds. Really interesting mechanics and good partnerships from them and other projects in the Cardano ecosystem to use the bonds to raise funds for stake pool operators. So really cool mechanism. Love what they're doing and everything else around it. They are finally coming to the point where they're going to launch their token. So they're doing their token utility. They've got the tokenomics and everything else coming out as well. But you can check out this Medium post here that talks all about it. I haven't dug into this one yet, but please look a little bit deeper. It looks like, what do we got here? Governance, staking, Optim Treasury, premium features and discounts, Optim, don't know what that is. We'll have to look a little bit further. But it looks like the pretty standard type of utilities that you expect from a DeFi protocol. Okay, so check that one out. Optim are always doing some really cool things there. Yamfore, wow, these guys I think are inching closer and closer to mainnet. I haven't gone through their entire development blog here on Medium yet either, but they constantly deliver and write these blog posts to be as transparent as possible for their community. So you can go through this one. Their testnet is live on pre-prod, so you can check out their platform and learn about how this one actually works. The whole YAM. The platform aims to let you borrow liquidity without ever needing to pay it back, because the rewards from ADA that is on there will pay it off eventually over time. So this is kind of like if you're taking out a loan over a 30-year period to pay off a home or something like that, it's a nice model around it, because it just it doesn't have that liquidation bot or time limit that you see on other borrowing and lending protocols. So it's interesting to see this one come out and see if it does well in the ecosystem. Brandon has been on the podcast. I've read over the blog post and everything else around it multiple times, but my mind still boggles about how this one works. So if someone else can break it down for me as well, so I can understand this one really well, that would be absolutely brilliant. But this YAM, keep an eye out on it. They keep on developing, keep on building, and the ecosystem grows. So we'll see more for them really soon. I did have an interview scheduled up with Brandon from the team as well, but we had to reschedule that. So keep an eye out for that one. Hopefully I can get that one in soon, and we'll see if we can get the simplest explanation on how the platform works. Pay has launched alpha for Atrium as well. Now, for those that don't know, Atrium is a one-stop portal for everything in Cardano. So you would log on to Atrium and you'll see your wallet, you'll see DeFi protocols building on Cardano, and you'll be able to access it all from one central point. Now, one of them was staking, and staking with staking baskets. And bigpey has gone through and collated about 50 stake pools on the testnet at the moment, on pre-prod testnet, and working through the process of their staking baskets. So delegates will be able to stake to this particular smart contract, which is the staking basket, and that ADA will be spread out across all of these different stake pools in the ecosystem. So all these single stake pool operators, some of them that really struggle to get any delegation, will have exposure to this. So I guess Pay is going to market the staking baskets, the rewards be averaged out across all those 50 stake pools. So you hopefully would get a constant and consistent return on your ADA over a long period of time. And with staking baskets, it will also help decentralize the ADA and spread it out to a lot more stake pools out there. So that sounds really good overall. I will try and see if I can get access to their alpha here. It's a closed alpha at the moment. And that way I can see how the staking basket works and see if it is helping or could possibly help these small stake pool operators out there. Next news item, Wmsy Estate. So this is a NFT project built by, I think it's Platypus, Cyberpunk Platypus. I have to look that one up to confirm, but they are doing the good old real estate play. So invest in rental properties like stocks. So you'll be able to fractionalize the ownership of the property and have rental income from it. So, they're starting off as an NFT project, but they're tapping into the RealFi situations and allowing for reliable yield from property, renting property out and then getting the return on the investment from the rental yield back to the holders of the various NFTs or crypto assets, whatever they're doing to fractionalize the ownership of these properties. Interesting play. It's cool to see more of these. There's another one, GoKey, out there, and there's also one more. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Will come to me soon. Real estate's hard though. I can't say it's easy. There's a lot of laws, regulations, and everything else around it. But if you're working with experienced property managers and real estate agents, I'm sure this could be integrated in quite well. So look out for this one as well. I'll be keeping an eye out on it and seeing how their development is. But yeah, it's another interesting real estate one in the market. I've got a lot more tabs open and not much time, so see how quickly you can get through these. The Book.io, they never cease to amaze me, but they've teamed up with this latest drop, Mr. Chuck D, and I just want to highlight this particular book because it's a combination of physical copy and also the digital NFT ebook as well. And if we just have a look at this guy's art illustrations through there, 256 individual images in the book. It's like really cool illustrations, and I don't know what the story is, but it's that really edgy and raw type of style. So I'm interested in this one. I think I missed out on the mint actually, but I might be able to get a copy of the physical book somewhere and see if I can get my hands on it. Book.io, always impress. Encoins. Now, I think I mentioned this one a little bit earlier in my last news update as well, but we're seeing more and more of the relayers pop up in the Encoins ecosystem. So they've got some giveaways here, more interviews, but if we just have a look here, I did see it a little bit earlier. Here we go. So this one's from Pet, Love Estate Pool, and we can see their relay is up and running and receiving requests to process transactions on the Encoins network protocol. So we're seeing more of it come up and working on a testnet level. Let me like that and reshare it. So that means we're going to see this one launch on mainnet really soon. I am running a relayer as well. So hopefully that one gets up and running. There's a couple of bugs I need to work through, but hopefully it gets up and running really soon. There is a little giveaway here. It's still active at the moment as well. So look at my Twitter profile at AstroBoySoup. And all you have to do is follow, leave a comment using that little padlock thing, do a retweet as well. Then you can potentially win 40 Encoins in that giveaway. I think this giveaway ends pretty soon. Yeah, one more day. Okay, so soonish. Good luck. Just checking on the live stream chats. GTA says hi. Bimmerhouse, nice to have you here. A Chef, good to have you here as well. Andres, Melbourne, nice. Good to have more Australians in the live stream as well. This is kind of like a friendly time zone for Australians, so it's I may keep this one up. I normally do it at 3 p.m. in the afternoon because it's quiet for me. There's not much noise, but who's online in Australia? Everyone's at work. All right, GameChanger. Like, this is one project that doesn't get much attention at all, and I have to give them a shout out. They constantly work on their wallet. They miss out on funding, they miss out on attention from the community, but they constantly work and innovate their wallet. It's mobile ready, it's desktop ready as well, and they do such a really good job with their ecosystem and everything around it. So if you have some time, just check out GameChanger.finance and have a look at their wallet and see what you think. Actually, I'll just load it up there so you can have a quick look. I did play around with it on mobile, but I just don't use mobile and DeFi or any. I don't do anything on my mobile in terms of crypto. So it's just I don't like it. I much prefer the desktop environment when I'm doing anything. So there we go. You can check out GameChanger.finance. Let me know what you guys think as well. If you do use it, give them some love and tag them in the comments down below. Next news item here, Mayz. Mayz, they're doing the whole basket of tokens in their DeFi protocol. So, and what they've reached a milestone here, and all their smart contracts are now open source, and everyone can verify what they're doing. So, you know, projects that build in the open, the full level transparency and having their code open source, I think is brilliant. That's the way and approach that they should all take. Unlike some other ones that you know, close source everything, it's hard to then know what the protocol is actually doing, if there's anything malicious in there. I know if you open source the code and you know, bad actors can then see the code as well and take advantage of it. But hopefully the white hat hackers do see it as well and try and patch the code before anything bad happens. But you know, they're working with TX Pipe to get this one done as well. TX Pipe do some amazing work. So I'm assuming all this is done in Aiken. So we're going to see some really cool protocols launch really, really soon. But check out the GitHub repo. If you're a coder, you can work through it and understand and see what the guys are doing. They also have a giveaway. I missed the tab. I may have accidentally closed it. Let me just try and find it. They're doing a little giveaway here. Here we go. Improved ISPO delegator rewards. So they have an ISPO, if you didn't gather, to help fund the development of the project. So you get some Mayz tokens in the process, but you also now can get into one of these prizes here. First prize being a tappy. Second prize being a Cardano Press Wapu, that's my project, and then a third prize being 10,000 Clay from Clay Nation. So if you are interested in that, check out this link. I'll put the links down below so you can find out a little bit more about it. So you can find out more about the projects as well, and hopefully you might be lucky enough to win it. Okay, October 11th. That's now. Maybe you have to delegate really soon, but yeah, check out the details there. On October 11th, we'll take a snapshot of. All right, okay, so. This is October 11th, and I believe it's before the snapshot of the end of the epoch. So if you delegate right now while you're watching the video, you might be able to get into the drawer of this and be a part of that snapshot. Go for it. Okay, DEX Hunter. Wow, this team constantly delivers and delivers fast. They've finished and completed their audit with TX Pipe. And now stop losses are available, or should be available really soon on their platform. So if you haven't used DEX Hunter yet, at least have a look at it. It's amazingly fast and really simple and easy to use interface. I actually had a ad hoc Twitter space with Wise Melon. On my Cardano Press account. So I'll put a link to that down below as well, and you can check out that conversation. But a whole bunch of the community just asked a whole lot of questions about DEX Hunter, what's happening, the development, and some of the features and everything else around it. So if you're really interested in DEX Hunter, check out that Twitter space too. Now, this is really cool, and this is the integration of DEX Hunter on Vespr wallet. So if you are using mobile DeFi, you can do a swap directly within the Vespr wallet interface using DEX Hunter aggregator. So this is going to be really cool for people that do DeFi on their mobile devices. Maybe this will tempt me, because then like I don't need to try and log into MintSwap on my wallet, or SundaySwap, or Wing Riders, whatever it is. I'll just do the swap directly from here as soon as like I hear a hint of news, and swap my ADA for a particular token, or the other way around. So might be a really quick and easy way of going about it, doing it on mobile, because I know I can just hit that swap button, review it, bang, done. Simple interface. And then with stop losses, I can lock in those profits. Pretty cool. If you haven't checked out Vespr as well, Vespr is another absolutely brilliant mobile wallet building on Cardano. There's that raffle tab. Let me just move that out of the way. Not important now. All right. So Mynth. Have you guys heard of Mynth? I know they watch my channel. So as soon as they see this, they're going to jump up and down and go, yay, go Pete. But they have implemented a version of Bable fees. So Bable fees, I think back in 2021 was all the rage. People were talking about it. But to be able to do a transaction on Cardano and pay it in any token was the dream. So, one day ADA's price is going to be 10, 20 USD per ADA. Because of inflation, maybe. And the transaction fees then, if the protocol doesn't change, would actually be quite expensive. So instead of taking transaction fees in ADA, we'll be able to take transaction fees in something else. Maybe something as simple as IUSD. And that's what they did here with their bridge. So now you can use their bridge and have Bable fees implemented, and they just take the fee in IUSD. So you can transfer your IUSD from Cardano over to Tron as USDT, bridge that way, and I think you can bridge it back as well, and then pay that fee in IUSD. So you're not paying the fee in ADA. So nice little tidbit there, and really cool that the team are building on Cardano and doing some really edgy stuff that no one else is doing. Everyone's building a DEX, everyone's doing swaps, DEX aggregators. They're building something very unique, cross-chain swaps, and implementing Bable fees and things like that. So really cool to see a team do something else, something different, out of the scope of what everyone else is doing. Just checking in on the live stream chat here. Any news about Twin? Yep. We are building their ISPO dashboard, so we're almost done. So that's all I can say. Next page. Levvy Finance. So they launched right after I did my news update, and Levvy is really cool. Or maybe I did cover them in my last news update. No, I didn't. But they were always doing this borrowing and lending using NFTs as collateral. So very similar to like Fluid Token and Pond. But they wrote a massive amount of code to be able to now do this with tokens as well. So now we can start borrowing and lending using tokens on their platform. And it's a really simplified interface. So I think this is a little bit funny because there we go. My screen's a little bit small because I've set it up for the stream. But here we can see a really simplified interface where, okay, token, society, and we're just lending that out. We're just minimum interface actions, not too much data around everything, and really easy to use. So we can either lend, we can borrow, we've got durations here, and then we can just interact with the protocol. And they are absolutely killing it within the amount of TVL that's locked on the platform. So let me just pull this up as well. So what's it? DeFi Llama. And we can actually see how they're going at the moment, and see how everyone's going actually in the Cardano ecosystem. So we had a little bit of a level out here in the TVL, which is kind of expected with all this, all these things that are happening around the world at the moment. But here we go. Levvy jumped up to 14th position. Do I need to enable staking here as well? Let me go staking. There we go. I don't think, okay, that's changed it a little bit. So if you enabled it with staking as well, so some of these platforms like Genius Yield only have staking, but Levvy there, if you take that off, it's position 18th at the moment. stats are a little bit down at the moment from when they first launched those features, but they're doing quite well, and it's really good to see more of these protocols appear on Cardano too. All right, let's get back to here. So that was the Levvy screen. Next news item. I am running out of time. Now this is really cool. This came out right after NFT XLV, and one of the projects there launched this really interesting functionality. And this is and they're using the jelly cubes here, so they're jelly cubes. So because of that, the price of these have skyrocketed. You can see the price here, almost 6,000 ADA a pop, and I think it's still going up. But this is their platform here, and the idea is that you can use their platform to fractionalize an NFT and create liquidity out of that NFT. So now you can take a jelly cube that's worth 10,000 ADA, create many tiny chunks out of it. So essentially create a token, which is a representation of that particular NFT, and then implement some DeFi aspects into it. So let me just go back here. You can see this little bit here on the animation. Let me zoom in there so you can just see it just quickly. So they've chunked this NFT into parts. They've allocated some to burn, some for the team, some for rewards, some for staking, and part of their gamification. So in doing that, it makes their token, their asset, liquid. So you can trade it on a DEX now. There's more liquidity. ADA could be paired with it, for example, and people can then start trading against it. So really interesting mechanics there. And some of these NFT projects, the jelly cubes, there might be 10,000 jelly cubes, and then suddenly you're chunking those 10,000s into smaller NFTs, fungible tokens, sorry, and then creating more liquidity out of it. So when you have an NFT, you only get that liquidity if someone's willing to buy that NFT. And sometimes it's that huge barrier because that NFT is worth, or the listing price is so much, like 10,000 ADA, you might be hesitant to. But if a lot more people buy into that NFT from these chunks, it completely changes the game. Then people can start trading it on a DEX and everything else. So really interesting, fractionalizing NFTs and creating fungible tokens out of it. So keep an eye out for this one from Block Investment Group. I think they're going to do some really interesting things about it too. Okay, next one here. This news item came out at the same time when I was doing last week's news update, and this is Meld Bridge, and it's live. So the Meld tokens are off on all sorts of different chains at the moment, and they are now in the process of collating all those tokens and getting people to move it to the Meld blockchain. So Meld stopped building on Cardano for whatever their reasons are, and started building on Avex and other chains, and also built their own blockchain as well. So their own application-specific blockchain for everything that they're doing within the DeFi space. Now, in doing this, they're not really on the Cardano ecosystem anymore. And they did have a link here to their bridge. I can't see it anymore. But this is it here. So bridge.meld.com. And if you just have a look here, connect your wallet. I don't see a Cardano wallet here at all. This is Wallet Connect. So you might have Flint Wallet in here. And no, I don't see anything. Oh, there we go, NewFi. Okay, well that's one Cardano wallet they can use, but I don't know if it's linking off to Cardano. Not sure. I will have to play around with that, and I can validate and verify. But at the moment, yeah, you don't see any Cardano wallets, do you? So it's interesting. The direction they're taking at the moment. It's unfortunate they couldn't build directly on Cardano for whatever reason it is. But business decision wise, to continually build and be chain agnostic is a smart thing. There'll be a point in time when people no longer think about the chain that it's built on and just think about the protocol and what it means and what value it brings for them. We'll get there. I think Meld is taking the right approach with that. I am very pro interoperability, cross-chain and everything like that, just that my focus is heavily on Cardano. But we'll see. We'll see where this one goes. I will try and mint this. If it is, this is an NFT that they're creating. I can't see what chain this on, or maybe it is their own chain. That's yeah, okay, blockchain Meld. Okay, a Meld 721 standard. So this is a ERC ERC 721 standard type of token. I'll give it a go. Might as well have a look and see what it's like, and give it a mint and see what their ecosystem's like. I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll keep you guys all updated. Right, we're getting through this. A few more tabs left open. CSwap. These guys have finally launched their token. Now, I did an interview with John last year at CNFTCon, when it was CNFTCon, and we'll talk about the CSwap DEX and everything, their backstory, and their journey to build everything where they are now. Since then, it's been a year. They've launched their NFT marketplace. They've launched their staking platforms. They launched all these different DeFi aspects, and I did an update interview with John, and hopefully I can get that one out tomorrow so you can get a really good idea of everything that they've done. But I'll see if I can bring up their platform. I don't know if I got access to it, but I'll bring up the link tree here. Their NFT marketplace is really, really interesting, and it's completely different to how other ones work, and they really thought this one through. I wonder if I can get access to it. NFTs launch app. Here we go. So the beta is live, but they're treating this very differently in that you can go to an NFT collection. Now there is, in this one here, there's 15 NFTs in this pool. So when you're trading on a DEX, you have liquidity pools. You have ADA trading pair and Min, for example, and that is the pool. Here they have the NFT and ADA in the pool. So now if you're wanting to trade this particular NFT, I can come in with one of the NFTs of the collection and sell it on the marketplace for this sell price, this of 89 ADA, and I can get that liquidity. Or I can buy it at that price at 95. And each time I buy, there's less supply, so the price goes up. So at the moment, there's 15 in here. So if I keep on buying, the price actually goes up. So I see if I can actually do this. Yeah, okay, so I've selected one, so I'm buying this one, so the price of these ones go up because there's less supply. And I can keep on clicking on that, and each time I do, you can see the price go up. So really interesting mechanics there of and different way of buying and selling NFTs. And this is because there's that pool of NFTs as opposed to a specific one that you might be buying. Now, people have been taking advantage of that and seeing a particular NFT here, like this one might have a really, really rare trait, like this little sword here. And they see here, oh, it's only 95. I can buy that and then sell it on JPEG Store for a higher price because of that trait. Or if you have one of the NFTs and you really don't like it, you can sell it on here, get the liquidity quickly, and then pick up another one and only lose a small fraction of ADA in the process. So really cool and interesting mechanics. So CSwap are doing some really nice, innovative stuff. All right, next news item. This one here is cool. So, Ethereum's got a lot of activity, right? Yeah, a lot of users? Not quite. This here, Ethereum is the most used L1. The users. Let's have a look at what the users look like. They're all bots. They're all MEV bots. These are, I think, arbitrage bots, and they're trading back and forth. And there's like thousands of them just going through. I don't know if I can make this any bigger for you guys. I know it's a little bit hard on the live stream. There we go. So these are all the users. They're all bots. They're all just doing trades and constant transactions in the background, trading back and forth, making the fees really high. They're not real users. Like one person might set up like 20 bots and just trade back and forth and make little margins off that. And one person that does do a real trade will lose out because the bots are making all the profit. Yeah. We'll probably see that on Cardano one day. Lots of bots, but not yet. So I'd love to know the stats of what the real user usage is on Ethereum these days. Is anyone actually doing anything on there? I know the NFT markets and the sales have dropped dramatically, so people aren't using Ethereum to buy and sell NFTs anymore. So what are they using it for? Why is the TVL so high? Is it because staking's locked and they can't get any of the assets out? Midnight has announced that they're not launching, but they're progressing through, and they've got this application process at the moment for people that might want to be building on it. So it's kind of like a pioneers program that they're putting together to get people interested. You can educate people all at the same time about the protocol and then start building on the chain. Iagon is one that is thrilled to announce that they've applied and hopefully they get through. They're also looking for state pool operators that may be wanting to run nodes for the network too and earn some dust in the process. So if you're interested, if you're a SPO, if you're a project building on the EVM side of things, you can have a look at this one and maybe it'll be of interest to build on Midnight. So IOG are, I think, going to be concentrating a lot on this privacy chain next year and ramping things up around that. So I'll be keeping an eye out on this one. I have applied also to be a node operator. And fingers crossed we can be a node operator and operate that and get you guys airdropped dust. Whatever that will do, I don't know. We'll find out soon. All right, a few more tabs here. We're almost done and I can let all you guys go. But if you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment in the live stream chat. We can go through them at the end of the episode too. Now, Linkage Finance, they're also doing cross-chain stuff and baskets. I think it was cross-chain baskets. I have to double check. But they've got their demo out, a video demo of their platform, and they're doing some really interesting things there. But you can check out their website. Let me just pull it up for you guys. They've got their forum and a couple of other things up and running at the moment. Of course, it doesn't link to their forum here, but you can check out what they're doing, get into their socials and follow them as well. They're another project that are building slightly differently on the Cardano ecosystem. So it's always nice to see these type of projects come up with some new innovative stuff and bring something new to Cardano. All right, a few more here and we are going to wrap up. So this one here is Marlowe. Now, I love seeing demos. This one's really hard to see the demo because they used, it's all command line, it's terminal, and they didn't zoom in. So I can't see anything. I can't see any of the text, but it's demonstrating how you can query all the bits and pieces of Marlowe. And you can find smart contracts out there and people that are writing things on there. So, I do want to get into Marlowe a little bit more. I did have an interview scheduled, but they had to reschedule it. But we'll be going through and hopefully get to a point where we can play around to create a Marlowe contract and deploy it on chain as well. So really simple smart contract, maybe just locking up some liquidity, staking contract or something, and then deploy that and see how it all works. So fingers crossed we can get to that point. But it's always good to see more code, more output, and more demonstrations from the Marlowe team so we know what's happening. If you like this type of innovation, give them a like, give them a retweet. It's really good to see. All right, I think we're almost there. Yeah, here we go. These are the last few ones here, and I think these ones are cool. So Empower, they're doing the whole real fire play, but they got some merch just in time for the Cardano Summit. It's pretty nice. It's pretty clean. So if you're going to the summit and you want to represent, check out the merch. It's pretty nice. If it loads, here we go. This is their standard organic tee. Nice, high quality blue, navy blue tee. That's the standard navy blue for all crypto t-shirts, I think. but it's quite nice little t-shirt they put together. They've got a couple of other ones there as well, but it's a nice edition that they have. And I love this print here. This was their original community canvas that they had. They sold these NFTs, I think, about 220 ADA a pop, back when ADA was really high, and it created this massive canvas. And you can buy parts of this canvas as the NFTs that help their community grow. So really cool. You can buy this now as a, there we go, beautiful, a nice big art piece too. So really good to see that all come into play. This now there's some more cool crypto merch. This one here is from Wear Store. So this one's from Petite Ada, Carolina, and she's bought out her swimwear for the Cardano Summit too. You can see it all here. I won't fit in these ones, but these ones here, these are really cool. I like these. I might pick up a pair of these ones. The OG Light Cyan. I like it. I think it's cool. Or maybe the OG Blue. I kind of like them too. Maybe not the black one. I might go this light blue one. Let me know what you guys think. Phil, yep. Oh, good. This is here from I think the guy's name is Zuck. He contacted me and wanted to use the Cardano Press Wapus as merch on their store, and these are the hoodies that he's put up. So you can see here the Wapu logo at the front. Got some branding down the side there too, and then the Wapu at the back there. So I will have to grab one. It's not too high of a price, 270 ADA plus the shipping. Don't know where it's shipping from, but this is cool. I like it. If you want to support these creators, it's a different way. So we're not just buying NFTs. We get physical products now. So that's cool. Now, this last merch store here, I did an interview with Nighthawk. She put together Brava, and this is their merch store. They've teamed up with so many projects in the Cardano ecosystem and created some unique artwork and unique NFTs. Not NFTs, yeah, unique printables and merchandise. So I love these ones here. Some of the Disco Solaris things, the Crypto Raggies. They're really cute. And then Bitfins and Hosky as well, of course. So cool printables. I really got to decorate the back wall here and get some more nice stuff up on there and support some more creators in the Cardano ecosystem. But yeah, I want to see more stuff from here. You know, I really love the Disco Solaris thing. It's unfortunate how the communities, how the project has gone at the moment, but you know, I love this stuff. I love this Bugs Brew logo, so I really have to get one of those. And some of these printables, they're really cool too. Anyway, I think this is one more. Oh no, that's it. That's my last one. That's my last merch store. So much merch. Yes, Phil, nice merch. I know. All right, this last one here. Now this is creepy. This is super creepy. So this guy here, Dries de Porter, is working on an AI project where he can source from the open source cameras all around the world. So it will go to Instagram, find an influencer's photo, and somewhere I think in Europe, and then using open source cameras, triangulate and determine using AI where that photo was taken. Creepy. Really creepy. And this is just using what's readily available AI that anyone can put together. So if he can do that with open source data, open data, imagine what the governments can do, you know. Sorry to leave you guys on such a depressing depressing topic and completely unrelated to Cardano, but you know, this is kind of really scary stuff that I thought I'd just bring up. Things you see when you're scrolling through Twitter. All right, that's all I have for this Cardano news update. Just checking through the live chat here. I don't think I've seen anything else different here. So thank you everyone for joining me on the live stream. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on your way out. It really helps with the live stream and help that reach. Live streams just don't get as much reach as edited and produced videos. So if you hit that thumbs up, I really appreciate it. I also have ads disabled across my entire channel at the moment. I'm trying some new things, seeing if it works, but it seems that if you have ads disabled, you get less views because Google doesn't make any money out of it, so they don't care. So please give me that thumbs up, otherwise these videos will get buried. Anyway, that's all I have. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for the thank yous in the live stream chat as well, and I'll see you all in the next live stream. Oh, I've got a lot more video tutorials coming out. That's my main focus now as well. But yeah, I'll see you in the next live stream.